Yoga for Healing Warriors, what's up? Happy Thanks Day, which we give thanks every day. It's nothing new to us. It's not a one-day occasion where we stuff our faces with poison. I wanted to pull some energy for the day to help guide us along the way. First card out. Yeah. Crystal ball. Intuition, clairvoyance, focus. We are being guided to use our intuition to stay focused and do not doubt that gut feeling, the little voice that you may hear on this day, how you're guided to move. You must listen to and follow. Avoidance. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. Everyone is not showing their true intentions. Not everyone is brave enough to show their true face. It's, even on these days, a day that they say they're celebrating thanks. How can you give thanks when you're not even true to yourself? People pleasing. A lot of us starseed, earth walking angels, healers, seers, those of the sun. We often are so kind-hearted in giving because we are pure love. We end up people pleasing. But this is the message. I wonder how much of myself I've lost in others. The pieces that remain, no one can notice. Do not give all of you to anyone. Do not put yourself off focus of listening to your own gut feeling to people please on this day. Skeleton. A curse of bones, time and dust. Things that were never meant to last won't last. Phony don't last. Evil don't last. It is not a manifesting energy. It is a greedy, taking, sucking, sacrificing energy. We are aware of the work that some have put in, wanting a pleasant news of this. The aggressors, the trackers, the ones that want to provide to their entities, to their evilness, wanting unexpected gifts and luxury while not putting in the work. We're enlightened and we stay inspired, innovative, having epiphanies. These transgressors, the flaws and contradictions, their mistake, thinking that we would people please, having meetings. Oh, they're not the same way they used to be. They used to be eager to please me. But you're in your primal. You're connecting deeply within, doing the sacred dance, using your instinct. I call it my swerve and sway, like Deion Sanders. Because what's dead is dead. And a good lady must pay the price of the sacrifice that she wanted to make. The offerings when she should have been letting go. this is the main line of this message. Who is this energy? What do my warriors need to know about this so-called good lady? Is this the good lady or the bad lady? Someone that should let go of something. Someone that has maybe made sacrifices on this wish. Or is it your sacrifice of letting go? Let's see. What is the energy? Who is this good lady? Someone that should keep it moving and they're carrying heavy burdens. So my first thought is correct. Someone that's out in the cold. That should have let the dead stay dead. Necromancies, what I'm hearing. What else do we need to know about this not so good lady? She's holding on, being frugal with the energy that she has now because she has been blocked. Now she fears the change that's coming and hoarding what she has left, fearing the sun, afraid of the truth spoken. A King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles is this energy, Leo, Virgo energy. Someone that's not using their third eye, wanting wealth, generosity, prosperity, thinking they were making a solid foundation for security. What else do we need to know about our intuition and our instincts of these hunters, these aggressors? What do we need to know about their intuition? It has been blocked. Queen of Swords. Someone that was maybe supportive of this King of Pentacles, whose judgment was not biased. So she's on her face. She should have walked away, as this King of Pentacles should have. So what's to become of this Queen of Swords? She's stuck in the past, in her memories. Things that she's familiar with. Cycles that she's repeated over and over again. Working with the devil. Most likely she's an addict of some sort. Drug, alcohol, sex. Using dark spell work. Binding people. Thinking that her bond with this entity would win her the love and luxury and all of her addictions, which are now restricted. What do we need to know about this enlightenment of these transgressors? They want to make a move. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to let go of the hatred, and they don't want to move on. So they're trying to be creative and come up with something to cover up their scheme for money, for riches, for a foundation, to have celebrations and the feeling of belonging using a team effort. And that is the truth. With clarity, we are aware of the opportunities they have taken and want to take. Always wanting conflict. This foundation, this celebration of these groups, they worked hard and stubbornly to cheat because they're lazy and dull, stuck in pessimism, wanting perfectionists, but only give broken promises because they cannot succeed in crossing these warriors. They are in a ruin, a failure, having mental breakdowns, throwing shit, wanting to hurt whoever is near them, deeply wounded, all feeling betrayed by one another because you used your primal instinct. You stayed connected with Source. You are aware of the people pleasing that they expected you to be. What of this primal instinct? You were agile, always quick on your feet, communicating in confidence and giving inspiration and being fair. A Queen of Pentacles, a nurturer, a healer, a practical homebody, a homemaker, maybe a single parent, a financial provider that stays organized, focused, and is aware. Sagittarius, Capricorn energy, using your third eye. And this agility brings karma, justice to those that wanted to hunt and agitate and throw rocks and hide their hand. Justice, transparency to the cause and effect of their liabilities now. They're all liabilities to one another. And that is clarity. It's clarity that they have to take accountability. If the law is involved, guess who wins? Spiritual and 3D. Above, in the middle, and below, baby. And this brings them heartache and pain, agony. The swords they wanted to have in your heart are dug deeply into theirs. These vampires that brace the night and ignite their desires, hungering for your light, hungering for material, 3D wealth and abundance, to be flashy. The call of the night, they took a daring adventure, thought it was exciting, but it ended them in brokenheartedness. What else do we need to know about this group and this Queen of Swords on her face and this King of Pentacles that thought they were going to get good news and wanted to keep up a good persona, a fake one at that to boot? Work so hard and diligently to be a fraud is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculousness and idiotic. This Queen of Swords, what do we need to know about this Queen of Swords that's stuck so deeply, reminiscing and dwelling on the past, feeling bittersweet, heartbroken and shattered. She's feeling destroyed, or he's feeling destroyed. Take it as it resonates as far as gender. Because they couldn't destroy you. In this community, that was devoted to working against you, now wanting to avoid an escape, because they're all brokenhearted, all in a heart fog, mixing signals, wanting to block the true emotions that they feel, not connected to their heart chakra, only to the root. That's why they're under your feet. They're totally messed up. And this King of Pentacles, they played the role of a divine masculine that was only a lusting creature that loved to go beyond and deep into the forbidden a non-committal soul, only about sexual energy. A trickster, full of illusions, living a fairy tale. Now the fog is escaping them and they are seen. They have been seen and watched, observed from where they could not see. They didn't see who was watching them. They didn't feel that energy because they were deeply embedded in that thick fog. And this Queen of Swords, that's not a queen, stuck in her mind, going crazy, having a mental breakdown, not even regretting, only regretting that she's on her face now and the cycle is closed. She's not in regret. She has no feelings, no connection, no soul. Just a crazy psychopath, a demonic possessed energy. Look at the eyes. Look at the hunger, the drool coming from the lips. Unattached, no sympathy, no empathy, only stuck in a cycle of thinking of her failure because she wanted to have a win, thought that she was intuitive and could see, wanted to hunt and use aggression against another. And this group that they worked with, thinking you were the one to bring them their happiness, to bind to you. Now they're wanting to run. They wanted to bind to you and pretend to be a family, a happy family. The whole time they're looking down upon you. And this marriage, this bonding that they wanted, using a twin flame, but you gave yourself love. You used your instincts. You didn't let them take you off your spot. You were agile, and this is bringing them karma. You loving yourself. Loving yourself is not just looking in the mirror saying, I love myself. Loving yourself is not singing a love song to yourself. It starts with healing yourself first. Singing as many songs as you want to can turn blue or purple. It is not going to heal you. You have to do the work. Healing work. Actual healing. Healing the traumas. Learning, what did I get from my father? What attitude, personality traits do I have that I must break away from? What traits of my mother do I have, or whoever raised you? You must heal. Stop sticking in a box of called tradition. If it is not a self-love tradition, but people-pleasing, that's not self-love. And anybody that wants you to love them more than you love yourself, tell them to kick rocks. Immediately. And this King of Pentacles that wanted to disguise himself as a twin flame, a divine masculine, is fucked up over you because you're living happily ever after single. You're loving yourself for real because you've done the healing work. You are stress-free, living in peace in your humble abode of serenity, staying connected with your guides and source. But see, they also forget there's duality. There is free will. Because someone is kind to you does not mean take advantage, because you'll get yourself hurt fucking with the wrong one. So now they're fed up. Who gives a care? Let them be. Let them be where they're at. Love and light, warriors. Peace.